Just another racial divide and conquer news story, this time in Baltimore. Just like Freddie Gray, gray being, of course, black and white means gray. It's all about the occult with all these hoaxes, and I'll get into that in a little bit. First off, with Corey Gaines, they always have these unusual names with all these hoaxes and saps, and there's a reason. It's all about the numbers. But first off, let's take a look at the actual supposed footage. Supposedly the police, during this standoff, she's loading her shotgun. They have a camera vantage angle of the supposed son, who was supposedly shot as well. But give me a break with 3 camera angles. This is obviously nothing more than a production, again, with these 3 camera angles. They're not security cameras. You can see them. They're shaky like someone's holding a camera, of course. I mean, how many arms does this woman have? She have 6 arms, 7 arms, 8 arms? Give me a break. Let's take a look.
What's happening right now? Who's outside?
The police.
And what are they trying to do? Sergeant, what are they trying to do?
They trying to kill us.
Kids just running off lines. And this is sickening. They use a child as part of this hoax, as part of this psyop. This kid is not traumatized. He's not scared. He sees his mom loading up a shotgun. He's acting like he's watching Sesame Street, answering questions. A complete joke.
Sorry, you said no?
It's good.
And again, all these camera angles. Okay? How do they obtain all these angles? There's obviously someone filming, and don't tell me she has a selfie stick while filming all this, okay? Give me a break.
Do you want to go out there? Okay. What do you want to do?
This woman is so calm, like a psychopath. Just an actress, that's all it is. And again, look at this kid. Yeah, he's really scared. He's really worried for his life. Kids are, startled by the most simple things. They're scared of their own shadow, but they're not. This kid's not scared of this situation whatsoever. And again, I can't say enough. Dragging in this little child as part of this hoax, as part of this psyop. These people are completely sick and twisted.
I can put this on.
Yeah, look at that face. Now, again, talking about these hoaxes, talking about the numbers. Once you understand this is nothing but a hoax, nothing but a psyop, all the numbers and names and everything associated are fabricated as well. I'm not saying her name is fabricated per se, but they select people with these occultic names, okay? First of all, let's take a look at her name here. Corinne Gaines. Okay, you get your 66, okay? Supposed time was around 9:20. This all took place. The cops arriving 9:20, you get your 9. You add your 9 and 2, you get your 911. Also, again with the numbers, let's take a look here. We're supposedly went down in Randallstown. And I've talked about it many times before. The Cult of 44. This is their new code. Most recently, like I pointed out with Orlando, and all the 44s associated with this hoax, this psyop. Like I mentioned many times, Obama being the 44th president. Just taking a look back here at 2008. The supposed election date. Votes don't count. November 4th, you get your month of 11, and 4, you get your 44. Not a coincidence. Everything's always by the numbers. Why they selected this particular date for Obama's selection, not elected. Okay? Again, getting back to this chart here, not this chart, but this image, and you see the 44 with the supposed stepfather being interviewed at a funeral. I showed this video before where he's basically smiling and laughing, being interviewed by the news. Talked about this as well. The 4x4 truck supposedly picking up victims. No ambulances, but you have a 4x4 truck. The Dunkin' Donuts, the D being the 4th letter in the alphabet, you get your DD for 44. So again, the reason they filmed this camera vantage point across from Dunkin' Donuts to get your 44. One other point I want to mention as well, with this woman, Corinne Gaines, you get your 2 and 3. This is also a code for 33. You get 2 3s for 33. So again, always about the occult with these hoaxes in these psyops. And that's how they do it. And it's going to get worse and worse. There's going to be more of the same, more divide and conquer. And of course, the cop will be acquitted. The cops involved with the supposed shooting. And that's what it's all about. They fabricate it from start to finish. Okay? That's how it works. And also, there's some truth channels out there supposed Truth Channel saying, well, I'm not sure if this was a real event or not. Give me a break. All these racial psyop stories, all these news stories on CNN that gets 24/7 coverage, you know it's a hoax. You know it's fake. It's all part of the divide and conquer agenda. So don't come out here half-stepping, talking about these supposed events as maybe potentially real. These people, again, nothing but disinfo. When was the last time CNN had a real news story that was covered 24/7? They don't. They only cover their own fabricated propaganda agenda-based news stories. And this is exactly what's taking place here. Again, with the little smiley kid, doesn't seem traumatized whatsoever. He looks like he's almost ready to go to McDonald's or Disneyland. He looks pretty happy to me. And you have a mother, cool as a cucumber, with supposedly these police about to raid her place. And she's just like a psychopath sitting there loading up a shotgun. So again, this is all about the divide and conquer. And this is what they want. This is what those behind the scenes want. And they're getting it. People, once again, are very easy to fool. Just put it on TV and the American public will buy it. I stated before, Richard Nixon once stated, no hero, but it's the truth. The American people don't believe anything until they see it on television. If you're going to believe this, you have really poor discernment. You can't see. You're being played for fools, using your own emotions against you. Again, this is what they've been doing. This is nothing new. It's going to continue to happen because people fall for the obvious fakery that's taken place. Once again, the divide and conquer. And again, it's going to get worse and worse and worse to a boiling point. And you're going to see riots across this country in a matter of time. And I believe that's going to happen within a few months with another major event. And I, again, talked about it many times. I believe it's leading to Obama, who I believe an event will take place who will lead him to remain in as third-term president when he declares martial law.